Just a small one, a really small one. I was watching a scary story of a man that was walking in the Appalachia, hurt his ankle, and he heard chains in the middle of the woods. Chains, when it was supposed to just be woods. It probably could have been a chain behind, some chain hanging on a tree and move. But then he seen sort of what I seen, but mine was way scarier. In the name of the devil, 666, invocar. I'm invocando a Lilith on this video. Lilith, the wife of the devil, the willow tree, the woman at the willow tree, in a guttural sense, right? Think of me screaming when I seen my version. Because when I seen the woman coming out the tree and walking behind me, her mouth was wide open and had fangs in it and bleeding. And it looked like the woman from the craft wearing a white dress. And I was walking from the gym, and there was residential area. It was all normal. And all I did was turn to the left like that. And I seen the black woman with black hair following me. And her mouth was like if it was ripped open down to here. And her teeth were long as hell. And she was bloody and she was dead, walking. The crown of my head shook right here. Everyone has a halo. It's all here. This is what shook. Crown of my head that day vibrated. And I invoked the devil that day. One of many times. Because with evil, you need darker evil. Because even a spirit like that is afraid of that man. Especially Lilith, wife of the devil. You know, people say that modern folk sure don't folklore don't put Lilith as the wife of the devil, but in some texts they do. The story is very simple. Lilith lived at a willow tree, and she said in many scriptures, Enoch, the Jewish Nemora, right? In many papers, Lilith is there. Lilith is connected to the devil, to a darker force. So I invoked her, loud as hell, and I turned around. I mustered might to come back to where she was, and I looked behind the tree. Not look behind of the tree, but I walk around the tree because I know Lilith. What I did, put her in the tree. That's where souls go to die. They don't go to the dirt, they go to the tree. So I walk around the tree and I see the tip of a boot. Just the tip. I didn't look behind the tree. And I was after seeing the woman. Just the tip like that. The toes at the bottom when she was wearing like that. Then I went to the other side to see. And there was nothing there because she was wearing a white dress, white cloak on her. Nothing. Went back. The feet were not there. What was there was a single branch, really like a new growth on the tree, about 4 inches with two leaves moving like this with no wind, spinning. And I'm looking at the branch. I'm like, yeah, that's where you belong, bitch. And I left. I put her in that tree. She went into the tree, inside of it, after I did what I had to do. You know, dark, whoa, to get rid of even a lesser evil. You know, that's how things work. Especially when you're facing murderers and people who want to kill you. Most of these people are Christian ones. And that puts real fear in the soul, especially when they possess to do harm to you. When I fail in doing this type of activity, facing real harm, the person is a demon. That's basically the final example. If I facing death or facing real bodily injury, someone's creeping, right? Someone's even voicing it out. Oh, we're gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Let's kill him now. And the person does not respond or don't stop as I'm invoking the devil, a darker something that's inside everyone's ego, because everybody believes in God. Even the atheists, the people that don't believe in nothing, are mostly people that were raised in a church. You see? So even in their ego, we're talking about something that's internal. The name of Jesus Christ is so deep embedded in the code of every human being. It's really difficult to get that out. So when you invoke the devil, you're invoking Jesus. See what I mean? So it makes them think. It snaps them out of it. I just seen a scary story. And the man, after hearing the noises, went back. What does he see? An old man coming from behind the tree. What is that? My story, the same thing. Is Doylestown, Pennsylvania in the Appalachians? Maybe. Maybe it is in the Appalachian. Maybe the remnants of the Appalachian, because the Appalachians are, a lot of wooded area there. But I think it's the same mountain range all the way up. I seen the old man just peeking from a single branch, and you can't see this body. And I say, Lilith, you have to put that man in that tree. Invoke the devil right now. Mention Lilith. You have to do that. That's your protection. It's above, so below. One down, one up. That's how it is. It's not a game. How did I get like this? Right? People, oh, no, we should be a God-fearing man. God's going to punish you. Nah. Some people have lived through so much darkness thanks to other people, right? Have been put in so much danger and threat and random, right, violence towards them that becomes the tool to defend oneself from evil, because they fear him. They fear the man, and they fear Lilith too. They feel the wife of the devil more than they do Satan himself, Lucifer himself. Why? Because everyone is a God-fearing person. Most of them are God-fearing. If they're not God-fearing, forget about it. They're really bad people. And in that type of moment, it's a snap of a finger that they start, they hear Satan and they're like, wait, oh shit, that's where I'm going, right? That's what, that's where I'm going, right? So like that, quick. I wanted to share that with you guys today. That man, I seen the man in the middle of the woods, seeing a man that just spoke, a ghost that just spoke to him and told him, you're lucky right now to be alive, because he's dead. Right now, I would have been like, I probably would have felt him right here. Like I said, when it's a real thing and it's not fake, you're going to have everyone has a halo, a prince ring, prince, king, prince. King is a crown. A prince or someone to the crown has a ring, a golden ring around their head, adjusted right here. I felt my whole crown was going bzz, like a vibrator, bro. when I seen the woman behind me. That's real evil. That's why I'm pure darkness today. That's why I know the tools necessary to even stop people from trying to harm me. Why? Because they fear that. They fear that. They think they're killing a God-fearing man. No. I know their weaknesses. And for most people, the weaknesses is the real devil. You have to really feel it. They have to hear it. Have to hear it. Have to enter. Whenever they thinking about doing evil shit, that shit has to come through their ear. And in that ego is Jesus Christ. Just like mine. I believe in Jesus, but I believe in the devil too. That's the only difference we have. Have a good day, everyone. Don't forget, if you need help, Jesus sometimes is not going to help, especially when you're witnessing a fucking ghost. You're not an exorcist or a priest. Look for higher order power. What is higher order power? It's not going to be the archangels. It's not going to be your angel protector. It's going to be down there. Because even the undead fears that down there. They're not friends, you know? Ghosts are not friends to those people down there. People of that dimension. They're afraid of that dimension too. Even ghosts are God-fearing, but they fear that way more. Higher order, right? A ghost is on Earth. What do you think? Who do you think they have to call for something to happen to them? Damn, you're not in heaven, so where are you? You're in hell, or you're in the middle. You haven't been chosen to go. Somebody has not told you to go somewhere yet. That's how you fix that problem. Have a good day, everyone. Let me show you the image of what he saw. Closely similar, but no cigar. For me, it was just the toes of the feet, the toes of her shoes, and the wiggling in a spiral branch. I swear to God, the branch was going like this. I don't know if you could see that on the tree. It was a branch on the tree with two leaves on it, and it was going. Spirit. Everyone knows what that is. Fairies. Don't touch that. Some of them move nice to let you know there's something there, nice and slow or whatever. The one I seen was spin it like that on a branch. And nothing was holding on to that branch. I put what was chasing me inside that tree. And hopefully, there it will stay. Hopefully, there it will stay. Have a good day, everyone. Before I leave, let me show you the image of what the man saw. This is horrifying. This is horrifying. Take a snapshot of this man right here. Who this man saw, God took it easy on him to see something. God took that shit easy on him. What I seen, hello, window, this one. God took it easy on him to just see something like that. Where's the man? The man's not behind that tree. God took it easy on him to see that. Easy. That's nothing to what I see. What I seen was straight black hair, fangs, every tooth extended and sharp all the way down her mouth opening to her mouth is like right there. Her mouth was like down here. Like that. Wicked shit. What I did worked. Invoking it the right way, I did, because I really put my feeling onto it. Because I needed that shit for protection. It stopped that shit from killing me. And you know who tried to kill me? My mother and my own brother. Those are the people that turned me into the right person. One recognizing this form of leverage over life and religion. Because if not, if I was, oh, I'd probably be dead. I'd probably be dead right now after so much abuse over decades, most of my life by my family. All they wanted to do is get rich off me. And then once they realized that I was growing in wealth, they lost their mind. They still crazy. They're not going to snap out of that. All they want to do is take all my money to spend it all in one day. They want to use me for their material possession gain like they have done for most of the failed life that I've had. Because I've failed in life thanks to them. I'm homeless and all this because they have been attacking my personal independence since I was 18. They've been attacking my success. If you understand what I'm saying? Attacking my successes, right? Looking to stop me from achieving certain things, marriage, children, right? Things that they believe I don't deserve and such, leading to their ultimate desire to take my life because I'm succeeding. Doctorate, money, you know, and you can't be around them. I can't personally be around them. I was the one that called police to leave due to that jealousy, due to that evilness that they have inside, that they think that they're superior than you. That's all that created that resentment and hatred. The life-changing sin. Envy and hatred is the life-changing sin. Just resentment will change your life forever. Resentment over something will take a child that was fine with you playing hide and go seek and turn him into a serial killer. Oh, because somebody did something to you and you have to do that shit to him back. I've said the story multiple times. Somebody aimed a gun at you in the hood and you 15. And he just did that just to see if you bowed it or you're going to run away. But you decide to show resentment to that man. What do you do when you're 15, when you're 17 to 16? You get a gun. What do you do when you're 18? You stop coming out at night because you always want to be packing that piece. What do you do when you're 19? You start shooting up cars, right? You think you're a gangster? You start shooting up. But you're doing indirect fire. You're not doing real damage. You're just shooting it at people and nothing ever hits. What happens by the time you're 21? You have your first murder. You actually hit someone. You see him fall. You're guilty of that. What happens by the time you're 25? Now you're shooting people at point blank. Now you're seeing these people die in front of you. And what happened? Resentment. Resentment. You couldn't get over the fact that someone aimed a gun at you in the hood. You see? That's my sermon for today. That one thing. Not letting your son succeed in life. You know? Not letting your son succeed in life. I want to kill him. I want to stop talking to him. You know? Like that, swear to God. You think my mother's no contact. Because she didn't want me to succeed in life. My father's the same thing. I could call him, but he's no contact. He doesn't even speak to me when I call him. He has nothing to say because they did not want me to succeed in life. Because in their mind, there's things that I deserve and things I don't deserve. And what I do in life is things they believe I don't deserve. I have fun, I make money, I have girlfriends, I have sex. Those are the things that they believe they could puppeteer, they could have full control of in a human life. And they're going to hell for that. I've already been separated from them karmically. The UFOs know. Everything knows that in my next life, I will not be Roman Bonilla because Roman Bonilla had no worth. My last name, there's no value in that. That was a placeholder for a stolen child. That was a last name that they gave to earn benefits and monthly income from child support. That was all a money grab. My life was all a money grab. And when he's not useless no more to the street. Have a good day, everyone. Don't forget, seek higher order power. God is not the absolute. And this is not heresy, especially when you're talking about evil, real evil, real absolute, up and down. As above, so below. That is real absolute. That puts, whoa, real fear into people. And that's what you need to protect yourself from real darkness. Because we face real darkness everywhere in life, every day. For some of us that have it bad, we face darkness every day, B. And some of us are the shining light, the torch, you know. And we know that light, the man upstairs, is not going to help us overcome that. There are better tools, right? There's better incantations for that. That's the concept of higher order power, you know, for each